There's always a shadow, something moving through the mesquite forest that you think you saw.
It takes us to the darkest woods. A story that has been passed down to children for centuries.
Growing up, I thought the Llorona lived where I grew up.
As the legend goes, a beautiful young woman enraged by the betrayal of her husband seeks revenge by drowning their children in the river.
Any woman who would do something like that would be considered perhaps crazy, mentally ill.
Devastated, she meets the same fate as her children.
She is condemned to cry. The word of Llorona is crying, and she's the wailing woman. And she's condemned to a remorse and spends the rest of her years or the millennia crying over what she did.
La Llorona's soul is unable to rest until she finds her children or yours.
She'll say, "Ay, mis hijos, oh my children, mis hijos, my children," in a remorseful way, an agonized way. Can't believe that horrific act that she did. And any sound that you might hear, you might construe as being the Llorona somewhere in the mesquite forest near the river where she wails in remorse.
An emotional story that has lived on for centuries, which portrays a vulnerability that is rarely seen in the most famous chilling legends. Regardless, it is clear that La Llorona is much more than just a horror story.
It's a cautionary tale that parents invoke, for children. Stay away from the river, don't get too close, don't go out after dark.
Children who don't listen can hear her wails echo closer and closer as they pace their way through the woods. Before you know it, you'll end up just like her children.
Rumor has it you can still hear her restless spirit weeping and mourning the loss of her children around riverbanks and spooky woods just like this one. Without a doubt, her story is being used across the world to warn children not to wander off or stay out too late, because no one wants to be confronted by La Llorona. I'm Carlos Herrera, KGUN 9, on your side.